Hello friends, how are you doing? In today's video, we are going to be talking about Hourglass and their new customizable palettes. So if you didn't know, Hourglass just dropped this bomb on us. This is only available in the US, so I cannot get my hands on it yet, but pretty much they're giving us the option to customize our palettes. Finally. Let's get a round of applause, finally. So we are going to be swatching every shade that is going to be available. Only the ones that I have though. I have collected, few palettes, and I did my homework, so we have it right here. Only few shades that I don't own, and whatever, we're gonna share that at the moment. I'm excited for this because I know that there is a lot of people in general that cannot access these palettes because they're just not inclusive enough, like we are not all in one size fits all, kind of situation, and that comes to our skin and it comes to everything. So I'm excited that this is finally happened. To be honest, I'm not sure I'll pick up one because firstly it's not available, and secondly I have most of the shades. I'm only eyeing few, so maybe I will end up doing one, but anyways, this is the option. So there are going to be 23 shades that you can mix and match, and you are able to pick up your finishing if you want to finish in your blush, your bronze, and your highlighter. So these palettes are going to retail for $78 US. And yeah friends, let's get to swatching because I'm excited to show you. So to start off with the finishing powders, they are going to come in diffuse light, dim light, soft light, and translucent light. So these aren't going to do a justice. You already know this. These powders are very hard to swatch. I'll show you where I'm getting the shade from and then we'll swatch it. So when it comes to diffuse light, it's going to be in this piece, their ambient lighting edit sculpture. I'm not sure when this released, to be honest. It must be 3 years ago. I don't get rid of my palettes. I always keep them because these are worth gold. When it comes to the finishing powder, you do want to pick up one that is closer to your skin. That one is gonna be the most complementary to your complexion. As you can see, this is quite light for me, but this is what diffuse light will look like on. Now the next one that they have is going to be dim light, and dim light is also available here, and I love dim light. This is it. It's gonna be that one up here. And we have dim light in two palettes. We have it in this one, and we also have it in the elephant palette, which was this one a few years ago. And this is it. This is a little bit more of a pink finishing powder, so this is gonna be more for people that have light to fair complexions and that they have cool undertones, cool neutral undertones. But this one still works for my complexion. Surprisingly, it actually looks good. Now next one we have is soft light, and soft light we are going to see in the elephant as well, but we're also gonna see it in the medium palette, which I customized it to the lotus. So I'll refer to this palette as the lotus, but that's not what the palette is. This is going to be the medium shade from last year. Okay, the medium. And then we have the evil eye, which is the deep one. So last year they gave us 3 options. I did not pick up the light. I went with the medium and I went with the deep. So we'll say the lotus. Sorry about the noise. Now we were at soft light. So soft light is gonna be this one up here. This one is also gonna be in the elephant, as I mentioned, and it is also gonna be in the Ghost Unlocked, which I'll show you in a second. This finishing powder is a little bit more yellow, less pink, so it's perfect for just medium and a little bit tannish complexion. I am not saying tan. I'm not gonna dare to say tan because it looks light, but like when you go to blend it out, like for me, after you saw it, like it pretty much disappears. And I actually feel like I should apply a little bit right now. So I'll show you. My under eyes are looking very much dull today. You see, it just brings a little bit of light and really blends out beautifully. So out of the finishing powders, Soft Light is the one that I would pick. This is the Ghost Unlocked. This is from like 2018. I can't even remember. I haven't used this in years and I'm not planning to. This must be expired, but I will keep it. This is Soft Light, this guy here. So if you have the Ghost Unlocked, then you know which one it is. Now we're moving on to Translucent Light, the final finishing powder, and that's going to be found in the Tiger. This is this one up here, which you can see is deep, and I tend to use as a bronzer. But this is the finishing powder that is used for deep complexions. So these are the finishing powders. Let's move on to blushes. And I'm a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have every single blush. I wish I had them to show you, but I don't. The first one is At Night, and I do not have that one. So we're gonna skip. The next one is Burnish Glow, and we are going to find that one in the Tiger. So Burnish Glow is shade 123, is this one up here. So you can see it's a very orangey shade. This one right here, she's so pigmented. Check that out. Like, it's crazy intense. That shade I always use on like as an eyeshadow because it's so intense. Next one is Iridescent Coral, and we can find that one in the Elephant, and it's this one center here. This palette is well loved. This is the palette that I've used the most. Look at the bronzer, it's almost non-existent because I use it so much. So Iridescent Coral is this shade right here. I love this shade. It is a little pinky, it is a little corally, but it's so pretty. It shows up on me, but I do have to do a little building up, not gonna lie, but still it shows up quite beautifully. I love it. Next up we have Mood Exposure, which is going to be shade 6. Is this one up here in this palette. So let's try to swatch this. This is very soft. I don't remember this showing up on me all that much. Okay, yeah, I guess it does. It has a little bit of a hint of berry or like purple in it. It's cute. It's one of those baked ones, and it's very softening. Very softening on the complexion. Now that I saw a swatch, I could remember. Okay, that's that. Now, Sublime Flush, I don't have. I'm heartbroken, and that's the shade that I want to have. So I think if I do end up picking up a palette, that one will go. It will go in the palette. Then we have Sunset Glow, and I don't have it, and Lucid Glow, I don't have it. We are moving on to Mood Flush, which is in this palette, and Mood Flush is going to be number 5 in the Ghost Unlocked palette, and it's also another one of those pretty much berry shades, like neutrally shade. This one down here, you can see that is another neutral shade, very pretty. You can see how I'm really missing the pinks in the Hourglass line, and I need. And last but not least, we're gonna find it in last year's medium palette, which is the Lotus Oasis Glow. Oasis Glow is going to be number 4, which is this one down here. Super unique shade, very unique. I remember this will not show up on me as a blush at all. This was like I don't know, like a topper for me. It gives the most beautiful soft, you know, sheen to the complexion, but no, that's not a blush on me at all. It's super beige, like the undertone is very much beige. So yeah, friends, out of the shades, those are the blushes that I wanted to swatch. Let's move on to bronzers. So now bronzers. Diffuse Bronze Light I don't have, and Lunar Bronze I don't have. Next up we have Lustros. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that. Lustros Bronze Light. And it's this one in the elephant. And I tell you what, this is the pen. You see? It's done. This, because I know that is a beautiful shade, is very much soft, it's very much pretty, but I have to build up so much, and that's why it's so used up. I use it, I still manage to get some. You can see that it shows up, but I really have to build that one up because it's quite light for my medium complexion. So if you have medium and deeper, don't go picking up this one because I don't think, you know, it'll show up too much. Next one, we have Natural Bronze Light, which we're gonna find in this palette. So Natural Bronze Light, this one down here, and this is the one that I really enjoy. I feel like if I'll put one, you know, one shade in a palette, it'll be this one, or maybe I'll look up the one that I don't have, and maybe, but this is such a gorgeous bronzer. It's so neutral, it's very much perfect. I need to use that palette again, even though it may be expired at this point. Next up, we have Solar Bronze, and that you are going to be able to find in the Owl. And this is this shade up here. This is also a beautiful, very much neutral shade that looks very pretty. It really shows up. You can see it's a little bit more red in tone than the prior, but these two very much show up on my medium tan complexion. They really help me like sculpt. They showed up, they usually show up so good. Last but not least, we have Golden Bronze Light, and that one we have from the Ghost palette again. So Golden Bronze Light shade number 3, which is so light. This shade does not show up on me, so I don't recommend on, you know, medium tan complexions. But it's this one here. I really struggle to pull this one off. That one is gonna be a shade that it will show up, you know, like a golden. It'll give you a beautiful a golden glow. I could use it as topper on a bronzer if I want, you know, that diffuse look that these give me. But that's just a lot of work, you know. When I want a bronzer, I just want to bronze and go. Now that one is also on this trio, just in case you have it, this guy in the volume 2. So in the volume 2, you can also find the golden bronze light. I apologize. This guy. So, you know, to find it in case I was disappointed that none of these were, because these I really like for medium complexions. Like this palette is very good for medium complexions, but the bronzer, like, we need more. All right, friends, now let's move on to highlighters, and the first one is gonna be Beam Strobe Light, and that one we are going to find as number 3 is this one from the Elephant palette. So far we have 3 shades from this palette, and this is a gorgeous, like, this is a gorgeous, I think this is my favorite highlighter that they have. That's why the Elephant palette is so dear to me. I use it almost every single day. I'm not lying. Like, this is in my makeup bag. It's just so easy. Everything is just, it works for medium complexions. Such a shame they did re-release it during the holidays and whatever. Next up, I'm rambling. I'm excited. This is exciting. Celestial Strobe Light I don't have. Boo. Next one is Infinite Strobe Light, and is also found in the Owl. So Infinite Strobe Light is shade number 3, and that's gonna be this guy up here. And this is also beautiful. I remember it's very, very pretty. You can see they're actually quite similar. So those are them. These will work very much on medium complexions. So the 2 shades that I have are actually perfect for medium, olives, dark complexions. I think these will really show up beautiful, because the other 2 that I don't have, they sound to me pink. Celestial Strobe Light I don't have, and then the Opal Strobe Light I don't have either. So yeah, I only have 2 highlighters from the ones that they did release. Now that's it, friends. I just wanted to help you, show you the shades that I have in my collection, maybe help you make a decision if you do want to get a customizable palette or not. I also forgot to mention they are selling 5 pre-built palettes with the same exact shades, but they just have them pre-made. If you just wanted one of those, you could use these swatches to make up your mind. Now do not make the mistake, like you gotta go to the next little tab where it says customize, because in the first one it'll tell you the pre-made palettes, and in the second little tab, that's where you can customize it. So do not miss that. Let me know your thoughts below. Are you picking the palette app? Any comments, anything at all? I'm right here reading all of them. Thank you, friends, for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. It all helps the algorithm to put me out there so people can find me. And these hourglass videos for my complexion usually do really well, and it's all thanks to you. So keep that up. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.